Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your Hypoxix coach for today, and we have level 4.8 chair teaser. This is a level 4 movement and a level 8 breathography, meaning we're adding in 12 beat breath retentions at the conclusion of each of our engaged exhalations. We're adding those retentions in to strengthen our deep abdominals at the end of that complete exhalation, and also to improve our relationship to carbon dioxide during exercise, which improves and increases the oxygen and blood delivery to our muscles while we're working out, and also improves our relationship to stress outside the exercise session. And how amazingly efficient is that? Right here, this is a stress relieving, especially with the 12 beat breath retentions, core exercise, also strengthening our body and preventing injury. There's your pep talk to get into our 2 breath cycles with 12 beat breath retentions once we get into position. But let's review. If you're working with a Hypoxix coach and they've suggested a variation on this exercise, you always want to follow that. That's there to optimize your program. Otherwise, perfect starting place. Let's begin with the ball in between your inner thighs here. Now you're squeezing the ball so the knees are right over the third toes, and that is not only increasing activation of the deep core, your inner thighs, it's also serving as tactile feedback. If you start to feel the ball move around too much while you're performing the exercise, you've lost your pelvic stability, and you want to take it down to a level 1, 2, or 3, because it's important that we're stabilizing the pelvis and that we're integrating the deep core in this exercise. As much a posture exercise as it is a core exercise. So you're going to interlace your fingers together, pull them apart. So if the fingers are slippery, they pull apart like that. And then you're going to put those hands right behind your head. Hypoxix headstands is pressing back into your hands and also using your hands to lift the head up off of the spine. You're heightening the spine as you go through this exercise. Then you're going to find your neutral spine, equalizing the weight between the 2 sit bones, and then make sure you're not forward toward the pubic bone and you're not back toward the tailbone, but you're about halfway between the 2. You can deduce your neutral spine because when you go to the back here and you try to maintain that position on your sit bones, when you start moving the legs, this is the advanced level 4, you feel your abs working with your hip flexors. So we're strengthening both here, not your lower back working, right? So you can kind of titrate accordingly. And again, take it down to level 1, 2, or 3 if you're only feeling low back working, because that's not what we're intending in this exercise. Now, the tactile feedback from your ab ribbon, you should feel it loosen on the soft shish and loud shish of the engaged exhale, and keeping it loose, or at least reduce the pressure and have that sensation of reduced pressure between the abdomen and the ab ribbon during that breath retention. If you can't, then you either want to loosen your ab ribbon a teeny bit in these core exercises because of the natural thickening of the waist. When we get into a core position from the abdominal contraction, you just may need to loosen a little bit so you can feel the difference between tight and loose. That's important. If you can't still, then again, just lower the resistance and take it down to level 1, 2, or 3. All of the stages of the phases of this exercise are incredibly powerful for strengthening the core. Sometimes I'll take it back to level 1 and I won't even lean back, and I'll just strengthen my breathing core while squeezing the ball, and that is a core strengthening exercise. Okay, so now visual system, always working the visual system to work the shape of our eyeballs, the muscles of our eyes, our nervous system, cognition. For today, we're going to find a far point to stare at. For me, it's a microphone across the room. Hopefully it's something more interesting for you. Out a window, at a tree, at a mountain. You're going to stare at it. That's your meditation. Don't lose it. And then also pull your head back away from it. So there's a nice force of opposition. Now, we're going to lean back. I think we're ready for it. I think we're ready for this advanced exercise. So let's take our 2 breath cycles with our 12 beat breath retentions. Pull those fingers apart, head stance, find your point, neutral spine, zip up, posture prep, inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 1, inhale 2, and left. Loosen the ribbon, hold 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Pause. Inhale. Inhale. Loosen your ribbon. You're holding 12, 11. Heighten the spine. 10, 9, 8. Loose ribbon. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Whew. Amazing work.